Hello everyone and welcome back to TWIG or This Week in Gaming. I am your host, Josh B with MER Gaming, and today we're covering all of the gaming news that happened this week, the week of October 23rd. This week we had the launch of Cities Skylines 2 and Ark Survival Ascended, along with some news coming from Fortnite and Metal Gear Solid Delta, and the successful launch of Spider-Man 2. Let's jump right into it. Cities Skylines 2 launched earlier this week with a mixed bag of reviews on Steam due to some technical issues, to say the least. The reason for a mixed rating of 53% on Steam is due to a handful of issues, mostly due to the performance of the game. Players are voicing their frustration in their reviews by giving their PC specs and saying it's hardly even playable, with hardware like 4080s and high-end CPUs. Another big complaint is that the developers have added some features into the game that kind of feels like a waste of time, such as the ability to follow citizens around and see their everyday life. Some players feel like this is just simply unnecessary, while others felt like it was kind of a nice feature. However, the fact that the animations aren't polished and finished, and even the models of the characters themselves kind of take away from ever really using this feature. Overall, players feel like this game isn't quite finished and a polished product. While the game now has a patch that has fixed some of these issues, many issues are still left unsolved. Hopefully these fixes can be pushed out soon so that everyone can start enjoying and building the city of their dreams. Continuing with game launch issues, we had the release of Ark Survival Ascended earlier this week on Steam as well. This remaster of Ark has some massive performance issues, to the point where even the highest end PCs are crashing on high settings, not even ultra. Along with this, they have delayed the console release to at least November due to multiplayer issues that they have claimed would have a major implication on the console versions. Players will just now have to wait and see if they can patch the PC version to fix all of the crashing and graphical issues, and if the console versions will even release in a better state. We got our first look at some in-game footage of Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater this week. We were shown some amazing graphics overhaul that this remake is going to give us. We also got to see some classic areas remastered along with all of the wildlife and guards that you would expect to see. Now, they didn't show if there would be any changes to the game itself, so we'll just have to wait for any future footage shown prior to release. Fortnite is currently having a Halloween event going on right now. This event involves new crossover skins featuring Alan Wake, Jack Skellington, and Michael Myers. Along with this, they have also added 3 items into the game to celebrate Halloween, those items being the old pumpkin launcher, a witch's broom, and a new wooden stake launcher. Epic also seems to be hinting at a possible return to the Chapter 1 map, or maybe something involving the OG map. There are new items all over the Frenzy Fields that appear to be from Chapter 1, along with a machine with the year 2018 on it. Now, whether this will be some sort of time travel back to Season 1 map, or just a way to bring back some of original locations, we'll have to wait and see. But players are already showing their excitement for the possible return. Now, we're hoping that some of the OG guns from Fortnite will be returning. And finally, to end off this week's TWIG, we had the release of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 late last week. The game has launched with unsurprisingly amazing success. Although mostly all the reviews are positive for this amazing game, there are still a few minor bugs that people have experienced that weren't there in the first 2 Spider-Man games. Some of these include a bench that when sitting on it will soft lock a quest, a Cuban flag in the home of Miles Morales, which is a Puerto Rican home, and various floating items found around the world. Now, most of these are minor and are currently being or have been patched out, but just shows that there's always things to look out for and improve on in your games. Players have been amazed with the PS5's extremely fast load times that makes character swapping feel almost seamless. Seriously, switching from one Spider-Man to the next takes a second. The combat in the game has also been expanded a bit, and there are now co-op finishers if both Miles and Peter are fighting in the same area. It's great to see that they have expanded on the game's serious gameplay rather than just adding some more story missions, and we're excited to see what lies next for our Spider-Men. And that will be it for This Week in Gaming. Please make sure to check out all of our other videos and subscribe for more content coming in the future of all things gaming. This has been Josh B from MER Gaming, and I will see you next week for another episode of This Week in Gaming.